HBO miniseries Sharp Objects debuted in the UK on Sky Atlantic on July 9. British fans were able to tune in bleary-eyed for the 2 a.m. simulcast with America or the primetime slot at 9 p.m. on the same day. Sharp Objects has a total of 8 episodes which will be airing weekly both in the US and Britain. Those without access to Sky can watch Sharp Objects on Now TV via the service's Entertainment Pass. The drama is being hailed as a successor to HBO hits True Detective and last year's Big Little Lies. The latter was also directed by Jean-Marc Vallée. The director worked back-to-back on the Reese Witherspoon and Nicole Kidman drama alongside Sharp Objects, helming episodes on both shows consecutively. How many episodes are in the Sharp Objects? Sharp Objects follows the fragile and troubled crime reporter Camille Breaker, played by Amy Adams, who returns to her hometown of Windgap to cover a series of brutal murders of young girls. Camille, who is coming to terms with her own trauma, will have to deal with her demons and family as she's reunited with her mother Adora Krellin, Patricia Clarkson. To add, the journalist will increasingly find herself relating to the young victims in a strange and disturbing manner. As Sharp Objects is a limited series, this is a self-contained story that will be explored and closed over the course of the 8 installments. Where is Sharp Objects filmed? Is Windgap from Sharp Objects a real place? The short answer is no. Windgap, Missouri is a fictional location created by author Gillian Flynn for Sharp Objects and doesn't exist in reality. There is, however, a Windgap in Pennsylvania which is a borough within the state. Despite not being a real place, the setting of Sharp Objects was key to the story when Flynn was writing her novel. Speaking about creating Windgap, Flynn told HBO, "It was largely imaginary. It's not based on any particular town, but I knew I wanted Windgap to be a town of violence that Camille grew up in." Flynn said that the idea of this setting kept coming back to her, describing it as a fairy tale, haunted place deep in southern Missouri. How to watch Sharp Objects online. Discussing her work during a 2008 video interview for Orion Publishing Group, she said, "I always had this idea of a haunted town, kind of surrounded by woods and missing children and that sort of thing." The writer said that when she first pitched the 2006 novel, publishers were reluctant to pick it up. She told CBS This Morning, "They were not beating down my door, let's put it that way. We heard a lot of, people don't want to read about women like this. People don't want to read about women they can't root for, who aren't heroic." To me, I think Camille is very heroic character because I think sometimes if you're in a lot of psychological pain and you've been through a lot of psychological damage, the most heroic thing you can do is keep your head above water, and that's what Camille does again and again, every single day. Sharp Objects airs on Sky Atlantic on Mondays at 9 p.m.